Alright farmers, welcome back to the channel. So today we've got some new mods. Right, first the updates. So we've got the hay storage and bale acceptance barn. This is by Fib7. In the changelog it's got fixed issues with our Cusin FSX 63.72, added grass and silage, changed field capacities and added lights. So that's your only update for the day. So our first mod we got in front of us, this is weighing station large. This is by Vergamini Modding and Lost Gamer, 0.75 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find this in the construction menu. So if we go into there and then under tools, there we are, 65 grand to buy, place it down, and obviously you can weigh your vehicle. So I've got one set up here, so if we jump in there and turn it on, we'll then pull the vehicle onto the side just like so, then we'll jump out. How much does that weigh? 18.4 ton. Oh, that's a big boy. Excellent. Right, so if you want to go down the roll plate and see how much your vehicle weighs, that's going to be very nice for you. Right, next up is the Adco dealer sign pack. This is by KRKZ Modding, 1.10 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and under decorations and others. So we'll scroll back along. There's 5 of them. So they're 1200 each to buy. I'm in the way of the next one. There you are. So you've got the full Adco lineup. Then you've got Massey Ferguson, Fent, Challenger and Voucher. So if you want to rep your favourite brand, drop one of these down. Right, next up is the Easy Way Station and Fruit Shop. This is by Mantrid, 1.72 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find these options in the construction menu and under tools. So we've got the 3 options here. So we've got a plus 10%, a minus 10% and a minus 30%. So I've got this one down here. This is the minus 30%. So it's saying there, multi-fruit shop extension for Easy Way Station. When placing, ensure the rotation is correct and the middle silo is above the point of the roof. So that's just a little tip for you when placing it down. It did seem a bit laggy when I tried to place this one down, but alright, we'll carry on. Now, according to the website, it says with multiple discount options you can choose between upfront cost and long-term savings. The Easy Way Station is the easy way to make your farming more convenient with supplies of almost all fruits. So this is the options you got there. So the 10% one, obviously that's going to add 10% onto the price. That's going to be more down your start from scratch scenario sort of thing, going to make it more difficult for you. Then obviously 10% off, minus 10%, so that's 10% discount. That's going to be your standard game, your farm manager style operation. And obviously your 30% discount is going to be your new farmer. So pull your vehicle over here, obviously under that spout, and you can buy your stuff at whatever ratio discount you want to go for. And it also says on the website that it's purchase a wide range of fruits including custom map fruits, any bulk production, liquid sprayer supplies and slurry. So this looks like it's going to be one of those bio silos. So that's very nice. I like the big display on the front there. Obviously one either side. I like that. Excellent. Right, next up we got Placeable Storage Silo. This is by Urshabba and VSR Modding Sur, 2.01 megabyte on the download. You're going to find these in the construction menu and under silos. So we'll scroll along to find it. There's 2 options for this. So the first one, well, they're both going to be 18 grand. The first one here is going to hold seeds, solid compost and lime. Then the second one here is going to be for pig food and mixed put my teeth in. Mixed rations, so your TMR. So obviously you place them down, you unload into the grazing area, and then you load back into your trailer under there. So obviously you want a bit of storage. I mean, it's not the usual crop storage, mind you, seeds and lime and whatever, and then pig food and TMR, but adding a little separate tank for it, that's alright. I mean, they're both saying it's got 240 litre capacity, 240,000 litre capacity, sorry. They're alright, they are. Right, next up is the Modern House. This is by Edziaksek. I hope I pronounced that correctly. 8.41 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it in the construction menu and then under farmhouses, and I'm in a tree. There we are. That's better. So we'll scroll back along to find it. No, gone the wrong way. Oh, there we are. It's 50 grand is right there in front of me. 50 grand to buy. Obviously place it down and it gives you a sleep trigger by the front door. Then if we come around the side, got a nice little seating area for you to unwind after a hard day's farming. Very nice. Next up is the Stroupman Terra Vitesse CFS 4201. This is by Fan 1987, 8.66 megabyte on the download, and you're going to find it under forage wagons. So this has got a 40,000 litre capacity. It's going to require 180 horsepower from your tractor. Man, what's going on with my teeth today? I need to get a new set. And it's got a 12-mile-an-hour working speed. So 95 grand to buy. Usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Then design, we've got standard, metering rollers, and then back to standard. Then silage additive, no or yes. So if you've got a bit of forage you want a bit getting done, it'll be very nice indeed. Right, next up is the Marshall ST1800. This is by Adco. 3.57 megabyte on the download, and you can find it under slurry tankers. This has got an 8,000 litre capacity, requires 75 horsepower from your tractor, 11 metre working width, and a 10-mile-an-hour working speed, all for 14 grand. You can then change the wheels, tyres, brands, usual shenanigans on the go there. Then you've got the options, you've got the decals, you can have new, old, or new. Change the main colour, we'll go with a blue. We'll go with design colour, we'll go with a yellow. And then the rim colour obviously changes the rims. So if you've got some slurry to be spreading out, 11 metre working width. That's alright, that is. Right, next up is the Lizard Pop 6X. This is by Vanquish 081 VSR Modding Serve, 5.35 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under forage harvester headers. Man, I can't speak today. Right, 6 metre working width, 6-mile-an-hour working speed, 42.5 grand. So as you can imagine, this is going to be doing poplars. It's not going to be doing anything else, just the poplars. So if you're going to be planting some of those down, you're going to need something like this on the front of your forage harvester. So the options we got there are brands. You've got No, Lizard, Class, John Deere, Krone, Russell Mash, Fent, and then back to No. We'll change the main colour, we'll go with a grey. We'll change the design colour, we'll go with a orange. Then rim colour obviously does the rims. So if you are doing poplars, obviously you are going to need something to get it harvested with. This could be very nice indeed. Right, next up is the Lizardpn 20/1. This is by Puzzcap. I hope I pronounced that correctly. 5.51 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under slurry tankers. Now this is a small one, a very small one. 2,300 litre capacity, 31 horsepower. Oh, 3 metre working width. On a slurry tanker as well. Dear oh dear. 8-mile-an-hour working speed, although very cheap. 3 grand. So that's 1 grand per metre of spread width. You can change the main colour, we'll go with a red, and we'll change the rim colour, go with a blue. So if you have got small fields to be getting on with, this could do the job nicely for you. Right, so next up we've got the Emily pack. This is by Universe Simu Modding, 34.0 megabyte on the download. I'm going to find these under various sections. So we've come into the pack side of it. So first up we've got the Volcano. This is going to be a straw spreader. So obviously you put your bale on, then you pull it through your cow barn and spread the straw out. No options. Takes 1 bale, 50 horsepower from your tractor, 25 grand to buy. Then we've got that one. There we are. The Sigma. Obviously this is going to mount onto a tractor. Now that doesn't say how many bales it takes. I'd imagine it's going to take 1, and it's probably going to be a round one as well. 22 grand to buy. Obviously sprays your straw out into your cow barn. Right, we then got the AM317. It's going to be 22 grand to buy. It's got a 17 horsepower engine, 12-mile-an-hour working speed, 3,000 litre capacity. So by the looks of that, you're going to chuck your straw into the top. Now I just say it's loose straw, but Okay, maybe we can chuck a Bale in as well. Obviously, it's got that brush on the side. You have a bit of a tidy up whilst you're in there. You can change the main colour to one of those three. Changes the brush head. Then we've got this one here, the Melodious 4.2. It's a 4.2 meter cubes. That's 4,200 litre capacity. This is going to be for mixing your TMR. So obviously you scoop it up, your straw, hay, silage and a bit of mineral feed if you're going down that route, and then mix it up for you. 22,400 to buy. And then we got the second version of that, the Melodious 7.5, so 7,500 litre capacity. Obviously does the same as the previous one. It's going to cost you a little bit more, 36,800. That's an alright pack, that is, for doing your cows. Very nice indeed. Right, so next up we've got the SelfMade Bale fork. This is by Keller Modding, 0.77 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under Bale loaders. So 1,600 to buy. You've got the options there. You can change the main colour, which changes the frame. Got a bit of baling on the go. Use this fork. Very nice indeed. Right, next up we got the front cultivator. This is by Nikudu55, 5.21 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under cultivators. So this is going to require 80 horsepower from your tractor. It's got 4 meter working width and a 9 mile an hour working speed. 8,200 to buy. Obviously comes as it is, no options. But this, as the name suggests, will go on the front of your tractor. So you could put this on the front, then run a seeder behind with the same width, and you can do 2 jobs in one go. Brilliant. Right, next up is the SelfMade bucket with forks. This is by Iceberg 00, 1.16 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it on the front loader tools. So this has got a 2,000 litre capacity and it's going to cost you 1,200 to buy. Now I like this because it's a bucket and a bale fork at the same time. That's ace. 2 jobs in one. The option you got there, change the main colour. We'll go with a glossy rust. Actually, that looks alright, that does. That's very nice, that is. Right, next up is the Kramer KL200. This is by EY Modding, 5.20 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under small tractors. Now, this has only got an 18 horsepower engine, so you're not going to be pulling much with this. It is tiny. We'll carry on. 12 mile an hour working speed. Going to cost you £5 which is really cheap for a tractor, actually. Usual shenanigans on the go with the wheel brands and the tyres. I mean, you can have rear twins if you really want to go for it. I think you're just going to be pulling a trailer with this. You're not going to be doing much else. But that being said, older style. I like that. Right, next up is the Activa 7347 with free flow 25 foot. This is by Gelonic, 20.77 megabyte on the download, and there's 2 parts to this. So the first part's this harvester. So obviously under harvesters, so that's 306 horsepower from the engine, 18 mile an hour working speed, and then we've got a tank of 8,600 litres, so 202 grand to buy. Then you've got the options of the usual shenanigans with the wheel brands and the tyres. Very nice. And then you've got the header that goes with it, the free flow 25 foot, so 7.6 meter working width and a 6 mile an hour working speed, 49.5 grand to buy. So you've got some harvesting to be done. Obviously, it's not the biggest harvesters of them all, but still, you know, got smaller fields. You're going to be having something massive on the go either. That's alright, that is. Right, and the last mod for the day, this is the Fent 1100 MT. This is by RLSF Ole Picks by Rupot. 11.65 megabyte on the download. You're going to find it under large tractors. So it starts off with a 511 horsepower engine. 24 mile an hour top speed, 385 grand to buy. The options you got there are EU or US. That basically changes the exhaust there, doesn't it? I'll put some signs on the back as well. That's indicators sort of things. Then you got engine setup, so 511 to start. That then goes to 564, 618, 673, and then back to 511. You can change the tracks. It's got standard or the 3 meter, back to standard, and you can change the main colour to any one of those. That looks alright in that orange. Right, so we come out of that. So if we start it up, we'll do LB and RB together and left stick left and right. Opens up the door. LB and RB together and right stick up and down, bolt in and out the warning signs, and then LB and RB together and right stick left and right opens up the back window. Alright, just before we go, we have got 2 new maps out. The first one is the Hills of Slovenia. This is by Whiteball Modding, 77.81 megabyte on the download. We'll have a look at that in another video. And we've also got the Frankenmuth farming map by Taylor Farms, 180.29 megabyte on the download. And we'll have a look at that on a separate video as well. That's the last mod for the day, so that's it. Done and dusted. Drop it in the comments below which one's your favourite, which one you're thinking of using. If you haven't already, hit the subscribe button, it's muchly appreciated. But for me, that's it for today, and I'll see you in the next one.